Now students, today we will be having revision on tick tick tick. As you know, this chapter is about clocks, time, calendar, all these things. So we will be having our revision of these things only. Now first of all, what we are going to do, first of all we will learn how many or recapitulate how many minutes make an hour, how many seconds make a minute. You see that 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. Similarly, 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So in this way we can convert 1 hour into minutes and 1 minute into seconds. Next, suppose I have been given with a question, convert 24 minute 13 seconds into seconds. Now how will I solve that? My solution would begin like this. First of all, I will write 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. I will write like this. First of all, I will write solution 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. Next, I will write the question that I have been given, 24 minutes and 13 seconds. As I have already written the formula, now what I will do, I will write like this. I am not going to put here units. At the end I will put the units. Now it will mean so you will get it as 1453 seconds. So 24 minutes 13 seconds will be converted into seconds as 1453 seconds. In this way we will do the conversion. Now coming to a few more facts. 1 week is equals to 7 days. 1 year, sorry, let me mention one non-leap year. 1 non-leap year equals to 365 days. Similarly, a leap year, if we consider leap year, 1 leap year is equals to 366 days. So let us recapitulate the facts once again from the previous board. The facts we can read as 1 week is equals to 7 days, 1 non-leap year is equals to 365 days. Coming to the next board, 1 leap year is equals to 366 days, 1 leap year is equals to 366 days. 1 year can also be written in terms of months as 12 months. Next, 1 decade is equals to 10 years. So basically we can write all these things for our recapitulation. Now coming to the 12 hour, converting from 12 hour to 24 hour format. Convert from 12 hour to 24 hour format. Now when we are doing these things, what we have to keep in mind, see, till 12:59 p.m. the value from 12 hour to 24 hour will remain same. Suppose I have been given 11:37 a.m. So when I try to convert it to 24 hour format, it will remain this is in 12 hour format. So when I try to change it to 24 hour format, it will remain unchanged. So the time will be written as 11:37 with the unit hours. This should be written in the 24-hour format. So there is no change. But suppose I have 1:25 p.m. This time is given in 12-hour format. Now in order to change it to 24-hour format, what do I need to do? See, it has already passed or crossed 12:59 p.m. That time it has already crossed. So what we need to do, we need to add 12 to it. This should be, we add them and bring it as 13:25 hours. Let me write it again on the next board. I am writing here on the next board again. Please take a note of it. Same thing I am writing here. We'll add 12 to it and finally get 13:25 hours. This is in 24-hour format. This is in 24-hour format. So I think if there is any confusion, it is being clear to you that if you try to change any time from 12-hour to 24-hour format, you have to follow this process. Okay, let us just recapitulate once again from the previous board. See that whenever we are converting, we have to keep in mind that if this time is elapsed, that is 12:59 p.m. is elapsed or crossed, then we have to add 12:00 to it. See, we have done that in this particular question. It was 1:25 p.m. So it was in 12-hour format. When we tried to change it into 24-hour format, we got this value. So you have to keep in mind these things. Now coming to the reverse thing, or the thing that we are doing is converting from 24-hour format to 12-hour format. Converting from 24-hour format to 12-hour format. Now when we are coming to this thing, again same rule will be followed, that here what we will do, till 12:59 hours everything will remain same. Everything remains same. Suppose I have been given 10:37 hours. This is in 24-hour format. Now if I try to change it to 12-hour format, it would remain unchanged and the value would remain unchanged, and I'll have to put only AM beside it. This is in 12-hour format. I think it's clear to you. Now let us take an example. Suppose I have been given to convert 17:12 hours from 24-hour format to 12-hour format. How much will I get? Suppose my question is, you have to convert 17:12 hours from 24-hour format to 12-hour format. How shall we do that? See, we'll begin our solution like this. It has already crossed 12:59 hours. So what we need to do, we need to subtract 12 from it. We'll subtract 12 from it, and here what we'll do, we'll put PM beside it. Why? The time has already elapsed, or time has already crossed 12 noon. That period has already been crossed. Now, so if we write it here afresh, so it will become, the time will become 5:12 p.m. So this will be the converted time in 12-hour format. Next, suppose we have to find dates, between dates. Suppose find number of days between we move to the next word 12 4 2020 to 13 6 2020. Let me read the question once again. Suppose you have been given to find number of days between 12/4/2020 to 13/6/2020. So how will you begin your solution? Write your solution like this. Here, first of all, what you have to do? You have to make two columns. See, since the date has already crossed February month, either you can divide it or you don't need to divide it because it has already crossed the February month. So had it been earlier to the February month or has it included February month, you would have to do the calculation for finding it whether it is a leap year or not. Here, since it has already crossed February month and we are beginning from 12/4/2020, so you may not do that calculation of finding it whether it is a leap year or not. Now what we do, we make a column, simple column. Here we write month, here we write days. See, first month is April. So for the month of April, what we have to do, we cannot take 12 into consideration, and total number of days is 30. So from 30 we have to subtract 12. So how many days do you get? 18 days for the month of April. Now May you are getting in full, so for May you will write 31. We move to the next page. So let me just recapitulate. We'll draw two columns, left column month, right column days. April, for the month of April we'll get 18 days. How we'll do that? Total number of days is 30, and from that we'll subtract this value 12. Now for the month of May we'll get full month, that is 31 days. Now coming over here, let me write the table once again here. I think that would be better. I'm writing once again. Month, number of days. I make it number of days, not days, number of days. Okay, month and number of days. Now coming over here, for the first month April, we'll do the calculation like this. From 30 total number of days we'll subtract 12, we'll get 18. For the month of May we'll get 31 days, the full month, entire month. And for the month of June, see that the last date is, if I show you the last board, see here for the month of June the last date, the date is 13th of June. So as we know, we cannot take the last date into consideration, we have to subtract 1 from it. So for the month of June we'll get 13 minus 1 is equals to 12 days. Now what we do, we add them up. After adding, what do we get? I think we get 61 days. So total number of days. Total number of days is equals to 61. So with a statement you will write here answer. Total number of days between 12/4/2020 and 13/6/2020 is 61. Total number of days between 12/4/2020 and 13/6/2020 is 61. Let me just show you the sum once again, then we can just make an end to our session. Find number of days between The two dates are 12/4/2020 to 13/6/2020. So see that we haven't done any calculation for leap year because we have already crossed the February month. If anybody wants to do that, he or she may do that. Now we'll make two separate columns, left column month, right column number of days. For the month of April there are 30 days in total, but we have already started from 12. So from 30 we'll subtract 12 and get 18. For the month of May there are 31 days. The same chart has been written over here. And for the month of June, see, we have ended at 13, so we don't usually take the last date, so we'll subtract 1 from it and get 12. So for the month of April 18 days, for the month of June 31 days, and for the month of April 18 days, for the month of May 31 days, and for the month of June there are 12 days. Now if you add them up, so total number of days is 61. Finally we'll write down this statement: total number of days between 12/4/2020 and 13/6/2020 is 61 days. Thank you students for being patient and listening to me. Thank you very much.